Nature Crazy's top 6 tips for preventing cancer. In one way or another, cancer has touched the lives of most people, whether it's been a friend or a family member that had to suffer. And while not everyone succumbs to cancer, about 700,000 Americans do die every year, and cancer has now surpassed heart disease as the #1 killer up until the age of 85. The good news is that you can take proactive measures to preventing cancer in the first place. In reality, the most strategic time to correct disharmony in the body is way before it transforms into a progressive disease. The inevitable consolidation of deficiencies in the body that ends up resulting in something we know as cancer does not just happen overnight. A long history of disharmonies and inflammation in the body always predates the first diagnosis of cancer. The most successful application of preventive strategies incorporates empirical science about the root cause of disease, with a logical understanding of how cancer works in the body. In today's video, Nature Crazy goes over its top 6 tips for preventing cancer while keeping your health intact. 1. Supplement with alpha-lipoic acid and Eclonia cava on a regular basis. PhD Otto Warburg, the 1931 Nobel laureate in medicine, was the first one to recognize that cancer cells have a unique energy metabolism in comparison to normal functioning cells. His premise affirmed that cancerous tumors generally display a boost in anaerobic glycosis, which means glucose is used as an energy by cancer cells, with lactic acid as an anaerobic consequence in comparison to a normal cell. In other words, cancers love sugar and poor insulin favors cancer. Using alpha-lipoic acid and Eclonia cava daily can both help improve insulin regulation. We recommend a high-quality brand. 2. We recommend supplementing with vitamin D on a regular basis, since optimizing vitamin D levels between 50 and 80 ng per ml will help prevent many types of cancers all by itself. A 4-year double-blind study conducted at the Creighton University School of Medicine in Nebraska was revealed that supplementing with vitamin D and calcium can greatly reduce your risk of cancer. Not only does this include breast cancer, but colon, skin, and other forms of cancer as well. Furthermore, researchers surmise vitamin D could be capable of elevating treatment results in those already diagnosed with cancer. We recommend 6,000 IUs a day. 3. Consider supplementing with unrefined, unprocessed, healthy omega-6 oils daily because research has shown that omega-6 fatty acids increase oxygen transfer in cells. This is vital to cancer prevention when you consider that low oxygen in cells is highly characteristic of cancer cells. This is because poor oxygen in the cell compromises the cellular oxygen respiration mechanism and its ability to make energy aerobically using oxygen. Here's an analogy. When lifting weights, your arms build up lactic acid from the fermentation process and burn, and you stop lifting. Then your cells recover and produce energy using oxygen. However, the problem happens when your cells cannot produce energy using oxygen anymore because of the damage to the respiratory enzymes in your cells. As a result, they must produce energy primarily by fermentation, and this is what can cause a cell to turn cancerous. One can take preventive measures by raising the oxygen transfer in a tissue by consuming unrefined, unprocessed, healthy omega-6 fatty acids. We recommend either unrefined pumpkin seed oil, borage oil, or raw organic nuts and seeds. 4. Consider supplementing with EGCG daily. Epigallocatechin 3-gallate, also known as EGCG, is the principal polyphenol found in green tea and has been shown to inhibit the growth of many cancer cell lines and to repress the phosphorylation of epidermal growth factor receptor, EGFR, which plays a role in a variety of human carcinomas. By doing this, EGCG stops cancer cells from quickly progressing and advancing from one location in the body to another. There is also evidence that suggests that regular intake of green tea may even reduce the risk of smokers developing lung cancer. And although further long-term studies are needed to confirm, it has been speculated that the low lung cancer rate in Japan, despite the high rate of smoking, is due to green tea consumption, which of course contains EGCG. We recommend using a high-quality brand daily. 5. Consider supplementing with iodine, since the protective layers of iodine on certain cancers have been postulated from epidemiologic evidence and described in animal models. There's also considerable evidence that an iodine shortage in the body is an adjustable risk factor in cancers of the stomach and breast and possibly many other organs. For example, when breast tissue cells don't contain enough iodine, they are more likely to be abnormal, precancerous, or cancerous. Additionally, iodine is a critical element for healthy thyroid hormone production, and since cancer occurs during a low thyroid state, supplementing with iodine and its cofactors will help guard against it. We recommend working up to 5 drops daily. 6. Consider supplementing with curcumin regularly, since studies have shown that it helps prevent several forms of cancer, including breast, lung, stomach, liver, and colon. This is due to its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that interferes with the cellular signaling aspects of disease. Based on a 2011 study conducted by the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, researchers found that curcumin extracts adequately distinguishes between cancer cells and normal cells while stimulating cancer cell death. Investigators concluded curcumin exerts its biological influence through epigenetic modulation, a process that continues downstream, staying one step ahead of adverse genetic influences. This is important to understand because epigenetics controls gene expression, and while DNA remains fixed, the epigenome constantly reacts to the diet and environment, allowing a complete change in genetic expression. In other words, just because cancer runs in your family does not mean you have to get it, and taking proactive measures will help you protect against it. These are our top 6 recommendations to preventing cancer and taking back control of your health. We hope that you found the answers that you were looking for, and we also encourage you to check out the additional links on the bottom of this page to other helpful resources. If you want updates on cutting-edge hair, skin, and health tips, just subscribe to this video below and check out our website at naturecrazy.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.